Are you tired of working on your weight loss goals by yourself? Do you desire outside support and accountability? If you're considering working with a coach to help you lose weight, here are 3 considerations for you to ponder before you make that hire to make sure that that's indeed the right next step for you and that you're positioned to get the best out of the relationship. Let's jump into it. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Concita Thomas. I'm a food and fitness strategist. I help women over 40 lose 30 plus pounds and keep it off without diets and without excessive exercise. That's a result that I was able to get for myself and help several other women get. And I talk about the different aspects of that journey and things you need to know on this channel. And one of those things that you need to consider and know is when to continue to go it alone and when to get outside support, but to make sure that you're not getting outside support before you are ready for it to really be impactful and meaningful for you. So that is what we're going to talk about in this video. So if you're at the point where you're thinking, man, well, do I need a coach? Well, I think I want a coach. Will a coach help me? That's what you're going to learn in this video. Let's jump into point number 1. The first thing you want to consider before you hire a weight loss coach is your willingness to take action. I know, silent like crickets, right? I feel like that's a duh moment, but you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Oftentimes, we think that there is a secret out there. Like, oftentimes we think there's something else I need to know. I need more information. I need more information. And sometimes we will seek out a coach because maybe we followed them, we've seen their results, we've seen their clients' results, and we'll start to get a little bit of FOMO and we'll think, ooh, well, maybe they have that last bit of information that I need to make it all click because look at their results and look at their clients' results. I follow them online. There must be something else that they're saying behind the paywall that they don't say out here that I need to know. So because I believe I need to know it, I'm going to go ahead and hire them so I can get in and find out what I need to know. Listen, I've been there, and not just with weight loss, with all different types of coaching relationships. And here's the truth of the matter. Most often the results you see from the coach, the results you see from the coach's clients, the results you see in me and from my clients are not so much because of new information. It's because of increased execution. I'm going to run that back. The results that you witness are not because of more information. It's because of increased execution. So you have to be willing to take action. If you hire a coach and you get there and you're like, okay, I'm waiting for that last gem to drop, and they tell you what they've told you on the front end for their free content, you may be disappointed and you may feel like, oh, well, this isn't going to help because I already know that. However, I want to encourage you, there's a difference between knowing and doing. And if you're willing to take action, if you're willing to have that coach all up in your business and asking you about your execution, then it's a great time to work with a coach, because working with a coach absolutely can increase your execution. But do not go in just for information if you are not willing to take action. All right, point number 2, and this one is less obvious, and this one sometimes takes clients by surprise. You want to consider how willing you are to introspect. So I mentioned that there's a lot of doing, right? There's a lot of doing in order to get a result. However, there is also a lot of thinking, especially, I've worked with lots of coaches. I know how I coach my clients. I believe if you are working with a good coach, they are not going to just help you change what you do. They're going to be able to do that because they're going to help you change how you think. And in order to help you change how you think, they're going to require that you think about what you're thinking about. And if you're not comfortable with that, you may find that you're in a coaching relationship that just feels like a tug of war, where you feel like, I just need them to help me to do. And they're like, I can't help you do unless you start thinking about what you're thinking about. And if you are not ready to introspect, that can be a very uncomfortable tug of war. But if you are, it can be absolutely life-changing to enter into a coaching relationship, because let's just be honest. We live in a fast-paced world. And unless you are someone who already has a custom or a habit of thinking about what you're thinking about, thinking about what you're thinking about as it relates to a particular goal that you're trying to achieve or particular actions that you're taking, chances are your coach is going to ask you questions that take you by surprise. You're going to find yourself saying, I never even thought about that, or no one's ever asked me that. But if you're willing to introspect, if you're willing to think about those questions, come up with the answers, and see how the answers to those questions have the potential to help you or how they have been hindering you in the past, you will experience just loads and loads of unlocking points throughout your coaching relationship that will help you take more consistent action, more consistent, accurate action on the information that maybe you've known all along, but you have not been able to get yourself to execute on to get a result. All right, I have one more point to share with you, but before I do, let me know in the comments, what are some of the considerations that you make before getting a coach? All right, my third and final point is you want to consider your willingness to change your mind. Oh my gosh, this is going to be hard because a lot of times we come into the coaching relationship and we'll say something like, I know what to do, I just need to. Did you say do it? Yep, that's the end of that sentence. However, sometimes through taking action and seeing which roadblocks we come up against, doing introspection and discovering maybe some of the underlying beliefs or routine thoughts that have been hindering us, we learn that what we thought we needed to do, we need to maybe do something different, or we need to do something differently. And if you have your heels dug in the dirt and you're convinced that I need to do this and I just need to hire somebody to scream at me every day so that I can do it, and you're not willing to change your mind, then a coaching relationship probably won't be beneficial. But if you are going into it with, hey, here's what I understand, I'm open to learning more, I'm open to looking inside myself to see maybe where I'm hindering myself with how I'm thinking or how I'm behaving, and I'm willing to dig through this to get the gems and to take the action to get the results, then a coaching relationship would be a beautiful thing for you. So that's it, my friend. Those are the 3 considerations that you want to ponder if you are thinking that, hey, maybe it's time to bring someone else into this situation. So, did you like this video? If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you will be notified when I post more content. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on all things weight loss and the weight loss mindset, the weight loss process, you can head over to my podcast. I have over 100 episodes that you can listen to over there. If you want more real-time connection, connect with me over on Instagram. I often say you'll see my advice on my feed and the behind the scenes of how I'm pulling it off, and maybe even some crazy shenanigans in my stories. And then finally, if you've watched this video and you realize, hey, yeah, I am ready for a coach to help me with my weight loss, then I invite you to check out my signature program. It's called Get It Off, Keep It Off One-on-One Coaching. It is linked in the description below. And if you read through the facts and it seems like a fit for you, go ahead and apply. And I look forward to speaking to you on an application call. Until next time, friend, stay fierce.